Okay, Tech Chariot, now you can have your cookies. I hope everybody's having a good one. Welcome to Alchemy League Season Forecasting with Cookie Pirate. Today we've got two sets for you. First one is going to be Sabalero versus Felix. Second set is going to be NOPE1585 versus Jasuni. Me want cookie, yes. Yeah, now you can have them. Welcome, glad to have you. As always, let me know if I need to adjust anything volume or sound balance related, if the music's too loud or quiet, if the game audio is too loud or quiet, or if there's something up with me speaking. If it's too loud, or it's squelching, or if it's too quiet, just let me know and I'll fine-tune it for you. Alright, so our first set tonight, whatever, depending on what part of the world you're in, is Sabalero versus Felix. So tonight, both of these sets are from Round 1, and everything that I have casted so far has been for Round 2. So I'm actually really looking forward to these two sets tonight, as my first opportunity to cast sets from Round 1. Of course, Tech Chariot and also Hyder have been jumping on those early ones before I was able to start casting due to stuff that was going on here. I think I may have mentioned it, but yeah, my area got pretty hard hit by the hurricane. I myself was very fortunate, so I'm blessed in that regard. But yeah, like I wasn't really able to do much of anything for the previous week, as I was working and as everybody was kind of recovering from that. But here I am, late to the party, but not too late. So I still get a couple sets from Round 1. Let's go ahead and take a look at the players. I'm not pulling this up on screen, but I'm gonna just take a look from within. Sabalero and Felix, I believe, are somewhere in the middle when it comes to overall, like, players, where their elos are for the tournament. Yeah, they are. They're right about in the middle. No handicap for anyone in Round 1. So handicap will not be a factor in either of the sets that we're going to watch tonight. Yeah, they are right in the middle. So pretty high level players. Far from the top, far from the bottom. But I always say, don't worry about the skill level of players that you're going to see, because they are entertaining matches no matter who's playing. They would even be entertaining if I was playing in them, and I am absolutely terrible at this game. How bad am I? Well, I can beat the AI on moderate. I'll let you, I'll let you make the determination from there. Oh, I can beat it on hard, occasionally. Alright. If I crack jokes all night, we're gonna run out of time. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map draft real quick. Utqiagvik is the map of the week for map of the week. I should say map of the round, because the rounds, you have 2 weeks to play them. They overlap, so Round 1, and then Round 2 starts before Round 1 ends. When Round 1 ends, Round 3 starts, and you still have a week remaining to do 2. So there's a week overlap for each of them. But yeah, map of the round, Utqiagvik. Sabalero ends up discarding Kodiak, Kenai, and Denali. Felix discards China, Chandelar, and Columbia. And what is left? Yukon Gold Rush. Alright. Let's take a look at the Civ draft, or really their Civ bans. Sabalero bans the Lithuanians. Boo. It's a known kind of meme that I'm a big Lithuanians fan, and I have complained a little bit about how much I'm seeing them get banned. Spanish and Mongols, Georgians and Armenians and Romans get banned by Felix. Everybody bans the Lithuanians, that's the cool thing to do. Despite what I say. No, but in all seriousness, the Lithuanians, because they get such a massive advantage if you get the relics, and they kind of force your opponent to almost go for the relics. They force your opponent to go for the relics, and almost, perhaps, a relic victory. But I kind of like the aspect of that possibly happening. Spanish, Mongols, of course, because Utqiagvik is a nomad map, as you'll see in a moment. Georgians, Armenians, yeah, because they're the new DLC, a little OP. I'm a little surprised by the ban of the Romans. That one is a little bit unusual to me. And not one that I would expect to see banned. But anyway, that's what it is. Let's go ahead and get the first game loaded up. Okay, here we are. This is Utqiagvik, the winner of the map contest. This is made by Huahuacoyotl22. Fantastic map maker. He hosts a bunch of tournaments. He's really supported this community. So, super glad to have him make this for us, and he did a fantastic job. Alright, Nomad start. Sabalero is in purple, playing as the Persians. Felix is in blue as the Portuguese. This is the summer version of Utqiagvik. Those of you who may not be familiar, Utqiagvik is on Alaska's far north slope, on the tundra, basically on the Arctic Circle, and some of you might recognize the name Barrow. Barrow is the Americanized version of the settlement called Utqiagvik in, I believe it's Inupiaq, is the language of the natives up there. It's also the northernmost point in the state of Alaska, and therefore in the United States. There are parts of Canada that go further north. But for the US, for the state of Alaska, Barrow Point, or Point Barrow, I think it is, which is right near Utqiagvik. This is the northernmost. This is a 71 degrees latitude, so that is so far north that not only do you get polar night, but you barely even get to civil twilight. Whereas most places that are just north of the Arctic Circle will get enough civil twilight to where it's almost daytime, but you just don't see the sunrise. But up here it stays fairly dark. Also, you get midnight sun for about 2.5 months out of the year. I believe 2.5 months. So yeah, real unique location, no trees on the map. But you're like, well, wait a minute, what about all these bushes? Yeah, they're bushes. There are no actual trees that grow this far north, so when I had the idea for this map, I said, please don't put any trees on the map, because you have to go about 200 miles south to find the nearest tree. Almost 200 miles. That's at about 68 latitude. Alright, yeah. Huahuacoyotl did a really great job with the map. We see Felix set up his town center right here. I like this location. Not far from gold. You're also not far from the water. We'll talk about the water in a moment. Good pile of bushes. You also have some berry bushes right here. And there is a ton of deer. A lot of huntables on the map. Over here, we have Sabalero set up. So they're not all that close, but the map is pretty open, and they're not completely on opposite ends. So we could see a bit of aggression, but I think there's enough distance to where these players are going to be able to to get by without having to be at each other's throats within the first 10 minutes of the match. Let's talk about the water. Udkiyagvik is one of two maps where the difference between summer and winter actually changes the way the map plays. In terms of land, it really doesn't, but in terms of water, it absolutely does. That's where the most profound impact is. So, in summer, you're still going to see some ice because it stays fairly cold all year round. Temperatures rarely rise above 50 degrees Fahrenheit, 10 Celsius, other than just a very isolated warm day that you'll get. And even still, temperatures above 68 or 20 Celsius are quite rare. The ice does melt toward the end of summer, and you get ice flows throughout the summer, and then of course the Arctic Ocean freezes over in the winter again. So in the summer version, you have a few shorefish. Not even sure if they're accessible. I mean, some of these, like these are and stuff, but right here below the ice, I don't know. I don't think we've seen many games on the summer version of this map. They've mostly been the winter version. Also in the summer version, I believe there are no bears. On the winter version, you have them out on the ice floats that dot the ocean, but in the summer, yeah, you have a couple little patches of ice here, but overall the ocean is thawed. You can sail across it. You have a lot of deep water fish that are accessible. That's pretty much it, and the water only takes up about 25 to 30% of the map, so it doesn't have a huge impact, although it does have enough of an impact to make you change the way you play between the summer and winter variants. Sabalero's clicked up to feudal. That is fast. On a nomad map, that seems really fast. He's going up in 23. Felix, over here, doesn't quite have the food. He's up on 23. But you look at their idle TC time. 10 seconds for Sabalero, 20 seconds for Felix. That's not too bad. For their skill level, it's definitely not perfect. It could be better, but it isn't bad. So, alright, Felix just clicked up just before Sabalero hit. So I kind of wonder what we're going to be seeing here. Yeah, Felix looks like he's going to be setting up to take gold here. Still wood, still berries, ton of herdables. Look at all the geese. That's a ton. And yeah, Sabalero's got a goose coming over here, and I think he needs to turn it away before he loses it. And nope, he lost it. Unless he was like purposely giving it to him, and I don't think that would be the case. Alright, we take a look here. We didn't really evaluate Sabalero's base. Little smaller clump of trees. Bushes. There are no trees. Get that out of your head. There are no trees on this map. Clump of bushes, but he also has one here. Kind of some, almost, they're like stragglers. And a couple others over here. Small gold pile. But there's a decent group of gold here. There's another one here. And he's not too far away from berries. Felix hits feudal age right there. Kind of wondering what we're going to see. Persians. Camels. I think you could see a few different things from them. I believe they have elephants, although I could very well be wrong on that. Portuguese. I think we're going to see probably siege. Navy, Portuguese are really good on water. But take a look at this. We already have Sabalero attacking Felix's dock. And the fishing ship... Oh no, now it's targeting. I was going to say, these guys are burning down the dock and the fishing ship just sails in and be like, no big deal, just drop off my fish and be on my way. But, no, the fire galley's actually chasing this fishing ship now. And it is about to go down. Felix going up late to feudal, but he's going straight into castle. And Sabalero is not even close to the amount of food needed to click up. He does have the gold, and he does have the buildings required. But take a look at this here. We have an archer from Sabalero. Felix has a knight. Or, I'm sorry, not a knight, a scout. And, yeah, down goes the archer. And the second one, it doesn't look like is going to fare much better. Oh, but he garrisons, and there's a ring there. Wow. That was a really good move by Sabalero. The town center arrow fire passes just barely beyond this, and he saw the scout pass into that, immediately garrisoned and killed the scout, and the archer survived. So I think that was a pretty good move right there. What is this? It's a watchtower. I wonder what they're watching in the watchtower. Oh, Cookie, stop with the bad jokes. But we have archers, and we have a spearman coming over this way. Yet, Felix is sending another scout, and it looks like they're, spearmen of his own. Coming over. Felix at castle. I imagine we may see an upgrade into light cav. We may see him go into heavy cav. I don't know. Spearman maybe get upgraded to pikeman. And given that we've seen archers from Sabalero, I wonder if we're going to see skirmishers from Felix. Up here on water, it looks like Felix has lost, I believe, 3 fishing ships. I don't think any villagers went down, although they may have. That could have been a combination of villagers and fishing ships. But yeah, I mean, these fire galleys are just content here to sit and burn down Felix's dock. And if Felix cannot get back on water, and Sabalero has water supremacy, that is a major disadvantage for Felix, because he's the Portuguese, arguably one of the best naval civs in the game, and he's not going to be able to do anything with it. That's true, the Portuguese are good at other stuff on, land, but, yeah, being the Portuguese and not being able to get on water, or to get back on water, is a major drawback, if that happens. Take a look over there, over here rather, and I would say Felix did lose a couple villagers, I believe, to these archers over here. But he set up another town center, and I like this location too. Trees, bushes, 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 bushes. Also deer, berries, and another gold pile. And another pretty good sized gold pile, not much further away. Oh, but look at this there. There's a house. House gives line of sight and the population advantage. So I like that. Instead of building an outpost, you build a house and you get line of sight. And we have Sabalero getting scale barding armor and bloodlines. Tech says, yes, port's a very good naval. Oh, yes, yeah. Absolutely. Arguably, I don't know if you'd say they're the best in the game. Oh, but take a look at this over here. Wow. Massacre. He's trying to set up another TC on this gold, closer to the water and close to this deer here. And Sabalero picks off a few villagers, although they do fight back and they killed at least one archer. But Felix has lost 8 eco units, a combination of villagers and fishing ships. And Sabalero has lost none. Now, Felix has been able to kill 4 units. None of them are eco. They're retaliating against military units that are causing serious damage to him. Sabalero hits Castle Age here. Felix has a house under attack. Where? Up here. Oh, and it's the archers and the spearmen right here. And I think Felix needs to get a castle. Alright, here's the watchtower. And it does take an archer down, but another villager goes down here. That's not good. And now we see heavy cav from Sabalero. That's 3 knights coming in. Are they going to dive this tower? No. They're bypassing it, along with the archers, going for the villagers. Nope, they turn. Well, no, they're going to get one right here. Oh, man. That's 10. This is turning out to be a pretty ugly start for Felix. Man, he's having a rough time right here. Okay, villagers are collecting food from the geese, but the archers are over here. Heavy cav come around, do get garrison, and that looks like another... Oh no, that was just one. Nope, he's diving that. I don't know why they're doing that. This knight's gonna go down though. Nope, is he... Nope, he's gonna get away. Wow. Here's a market. Market from Felix. Doubt that's gonna go up. That's not good. More heavy cav over here. He's got a garrison. He's trying to get that market built. These villagers are... Yep, one goes down. That one goes down. Now you're up to 14. And this is turning into a really, really ugly situation for Felix. He just can't really get on his feet. Fast Castle was probably not a good idea on a map as open as this. I just don't think he... I don't think he was well enough protected. And I mean, as the Portuguese, you kind of have to go Fast Castle because they're better in the late game than they are in the early game. But just not able to get himself established before Sabalero was able to crank out some pressure. And that pressure has kept Felix on the back foot the whole time, and then Sabalero really able to build up an advance, and I honestly don't see a way for Felix to recover from this unless he has some ace up his sleeve that I don't even know exists. Monastery, a monk, is he going to try to go for the relics and just hang on? Or maybe he's going to try to get conversions. Heavy cav are easy to convert. Light cav or not, I don't think archers are because they can just attack you from range. Instead we're going to see a castle from Felix right here. I'm really not sure about this location. I thought it would probably make a little more sense to put it over here somewhere, kind of where you have more stuff condensed. But I'm not sure. 21 eco kills for Sabalero. So look at this. All but 4 of the units Sabalero have killed are eco. So he's only killed 4 military units. That's a massive ratio of eco compared to overall. And yep, 2 more go down right here as that castle tries to go up. I think he's going to deny this. I don't know. He did get a conversion on this knight though, and that knight amazingly is able to destroy Sabalero's mangonel. Wow. I mean, it's like putting a band-aid on a stab wound, but at least you get something to slow down just a little bit. Killing that mangonel is definitely helpful. Oh, and he's also, the castle's targeting the siege workshop, so that is good. And yes, we have piano cannons. Organ guns. I'm a pianist. I don't even know where that started from. I remember hearing Tech Chariot on a stream call them the piano cannons, and I'm like, you know what? I like that name better than the actual unit's name. Piano cannons, organ guns. So it looks like he's pulling that back. Houses coming forward. Here's a monastery, and we got a monk. So both players are actually making monks. Take a look at this. Idle TC time, Sabalero, 9 minutes, Felix, 14. And idle eco time, Sabalero has a relatively high idle eco percentage. 6%, but Felix 10%, just because he's been disrupted so much. Piano cannon gets taken down, unfortunately. Oh man, and this light calf come through and just kill that one there. And yeah, Felix calls the GG. That was really rough for Felix. That was really rough. So Sabalero coming with a very convincing victory for game 1. Now we kind of covered that real quick, almost 16 minutes, almost 10 minutes. Greedy fast castle. Yes, it was. However, I don't really know what the Portuguese would otherwise do. Such an open map. I don't think they really have many good options for early feudal age. So I think, now I haven't really played Portuguese much, but I think what I would do, and I'm terrible at it, but my limited knowledge of the Civ, but what I've seen other people do, is if you can't go straight into fast castle or it's too risky, get up to feudal, and in the late feudal you start making military units and work up and then just upgrade them once you hit castle. I do think Felix was playing a little too greedy for the fast castle. I do agree with you on that. However, in his defense, I don't really think he had good options other than that. However, where he built his starting town center over here was in a quite good location. I think this was defendable. You could wall here. Like these clumps of trees, I mean, this may be a little tough, but I think you could have done some sort of quasi-walling. Kind of around from here or something like that out to the water. But I don't know. I mean, maybe you could. I really don't know, but that would be my first intuition. Would be to try to seal that off. And then Sabalero. With a good setup back here, 2 TC. He had more room. And he wasn't really cornered, but I think this would have been plenty of room for Felix to work with. But alright, GG, first game. 17 Knights was the most created unit for Sabalero, and Felix's tech, look at this here. I'm gonna be the one to share the monk propaganda this time. Felix's most created unit were the monks. He did get a conversion on that one knight, and he used that one knight to destroy that mangonel, which Felix was just getting hit super hard, but I would say that was definitely a high point for him. Was getting that conversion and using that converted unit to take that mangonel down, I thought was just awesome. Take a look at the stats here. Their military score actually wasn't all that different. Eco was, technology a fair bit higher. Felix had the one castle. Sabalero never built one. But the overall score, you can see there. Kill to death ratio, not quite 2-to-1. Of course, in Sabalero's favor. But the overwhelming majority of those were eco. Fact. 33, and I think the total is 41. So yeah, all but 8 of those kills were eco. So villagers and fishing ships. And I think there were only 3 or 4 fishing ships that got taken down. Race to destruction, Sabalero destroyed 2 buildings, didn't lose any. 2 conversions for Felix, including that one knight that took out that mangonel from Sabalero. And then the army high. Eco. Yeah, you could see it really kind of flat here, just as Felix was so heavily disrupted. A slow increase, whereas Sabalero just took off sword ahead. So he leads the resource collection and everything. Yeah, double the wood. About 50% more food. Gold, a difference of 30. And Felix actually collected more stone, probably to be able to get the castle up. Sabalero had an uptime into feudal 2 minutes, and this is a pretty decent feudal time for a nomad map. Over 2 minute difference there, but then Felix with that fast castle, and it was 4.5 minutes before Sabalero also reached castle. But even when he hit Castle, Sabalero was already putting a lot of pressure on him. Exploration was close, and technology count, Sabalero with 12 and Felix with 4. Very low technology research, but he didn't really have the resources because he was constantly getting taken off. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Felix had 3 fishing ships. All 3 of them were taken out. So those 30 villagers killed. There's your castle. Alright. Yeah, that was kind of rough. But let's see what happens in game 2. Let's go ahead and pull that up. And it is on a Yukon Gold Rush. Huey Kyoto did a fantastic job with Utkiagvik. Here we have Yukon Gold Rush made by Jasuni. Did a fantastic job with this map. I really like it. It's simple, but it's creative. You have the Yukon River, and hence the Gold Rush. There is a ton of gold scattered along the riverbanks and actually on the river itself. These are shallows, so you can walk across them, but you can also sail on them. Players on this map start with the mining camp, 3 villagers, in addition to the regular town center and 3 villagers starting there. So we have Felix in blue playing as the Khmer, and Sabalero. Oh, I am excited to see this. Sabalero playing as the Vietnamese in purple. Let's go ahead and get the game rolling. Vietnamese are one of my favorite civs in the game. They are not a very good early game civ, but I've heard they've been buffed to make them a little bit more viable in 1v1s and early games. In a team game, and where they're able to make it to the Imperial Age, the Vietnamese are incredible. Khmer. Interesting pick for this map. Elephants. And I'm trying to remember what else the Khmer get that are particularly unique. But I like this. Kind of a... Now just think about this. We have 2 Southeast Asian civs playing on the Arctic Circle, or close to it. The Yukon River actually makes it as far north as to the village of Fort Yukon, which sits right on the river. It sits right on the Arctic Circle. Most of the Yukon River is below it, but runs through the interior of the state. It gets cold. Town of Fort Yukon temperatures can easily get to minus 60 Fahrenheit, which is about minus 51 Celsius in the wintertime. And then with the snap of a finger, they can warm up to be above 0. And it gets hot in the summertime. They had temperatures reaching 90 degrees this summer, about 32 Celsius. So let's see here. Tech says it would be cool to see mirror elephant. I agree. The Vietnamese do get good elephants. I'll not forget that. Even though their unique unit is the Radin Archer, and they get Imperial Skirmishers, which I absolutely love. Their elephants are good and not to be discarded either. Alright. So I actually kind of want to see. So players start with a mining camp and 3 villagers on the river. Most players don't go for the gold mines. In most cases, they build a dock, as Felix has done right here. But I don't know. Actually, it looks like Sabalero actually just pulled his villagers back and put them to work on food. So he's not even really interested in the river right now. Instead of gold mining, they decide, I don't want to get rich, I just want to make a modest, sustainable living collecting shorefish in the river shallows. But I agree, in the Dark Age, that is the more... that is the more logical thing to do. And then they can transition to gold once you get into feudal, or even late in the Dark Age, depending on what you're doing, what kind of build you're going for. Alright, on this map you get a horse as a scout. Instead of the traditional Eagle Scout, we decided that on maps where starting villagers do not have a building within a certain amount that they can garrison in safely, to discourage laming, we take away the scouts that can attack and replace it with scouts that cannot. So Jasuni decided to use just a traditional horse, and it works out well for the purpose. Both players have clicked up to feudal. It looks like Sabalero is about 38 seconds ahead of Felix going up. Take a look over here. So Felix is... Ooh, he's actually closing in these. Probably to protect the wood line. Wonder if he's going to try to wall. This map is pretty wallable. There are actually a pretty good number of trees on this map. It is pretty. I actually really like the blend of grass and trees and snow. Ooh, excuse me, snow. It's almost like a... It's like a late autumn where the snow has started falling, but it hasn't really snowed enough to blanket the ground and cover all of the trees completely, and the river hasn't frozen over. It's unique in this regard. There's no seasonal variation on this map. And I really like the... I'm going to call it a hybrid between summer and winter. And I really like how, because this map doesn't have that change, it takes elements of both and incorporates it. I think this is an absolutely beautiful map. It's simple, it's clean, and it just looks pretty. Alright, both players getting double bit axe. Both players hitting feudal. Here we have Sabalero, looks like archery range. Vietnamese, I would expect as much. They're gonna go archers, and then crossbowmen. Probably get a castle down and go into Radin archers, although I will be interested to see if he creates any elephants. I'd like to see some elephants, especially if Felix creates elephants, which it looks like he is going to go for. Given a stable, and it looks like... Oh, an archery range too. Now, I wonder what he's going to be going for. Are they going to do cav archers, or are they just going to do traditional foot archers? If they do, I don't think that's a good idea. Because... Well, actually, in either case... Because archers and cav archers are weak to skirmishers, and the Vietnamese have, per se, the best skirmishers in the game, by virtue of having access to Imperial skirmishers if the game goes that far. And if they are traditional, just regular or elite, then they're good. No, but take a look at this. It's actually Sabalero creating archers, I believe, or prepared to. And, or at least Felix is expecting that, and Felix is creating skirmishers and just containing them within the archery range. And I think that is a good move, because you can expect a Vietnamese opponent to make a lot of archers, so it's good for you to have some skirmishers to be able to counter those. Now, be careful of the Radin archers, because skirmishers are not going to do much against Radin archers. They're just that good. Elephants, on the other hand, can trample them. Uh-oh. Felix a scout. And he's gotten in. Sabalero didn't wall in time, so it looks like a villager's going to go down. Yep. Oh, but yep, Sabalero bringing up a, Uh-oh. So they're coming to the back here. Where are they going? Are they trying to get into the berry? He's kind of walled in his berry bushes. Sabalero bringing a spearman to try to deal with him. He's going to get that one. Nope. Nope, they're going to go away. Okay. I thought he was going to get it, but no, made it out. Felix getting the first kill of the game, and it is an eco kill. I know. A little bit of a flip on Sabalero from the last game. But it's still very early. Oh, and you know what? I forgot the Khmer don't need to build buildings to be able to click up. They just need the resources. And I like this. Felix is walling in and a little bit condensed. I might have tried to go out here and over to get yourself a little bit more room to work with, but this is adequate. You can always adjust as needed. I hear combat. Where is it? I'm looking to see where it's at, and I don't see it. Oh! Oh, take a look at this, yeah. Yeah, Sabalero has some archers. And they are attacking the fire galley, and then the fire galley, scorched a couple of them, and they decide, yeah, it's not worth it. I like this here, though. Felix taking command of the water. I don't think Sabalero is even yet doing anything on the river. He took his starting villagers away from the mining camp, and instead of dropping a dock, he pulled them back, and I think that may end up being a mistake. Because Felix, I mean, granted, he only has one fire galley on the river, but Sabalero has nothing, and Felix can easily produce more to control the river, and then Sabalero's going to have a hard time getting anything across to attack Felix. However, for now, the archers are able to cross the river with no difficulty, no threat. You do need to watch out for the bears, the food bears, and wolves. There are wolves and bears. Now tell me, what are these? Are they just scouting out? Gonna have to be careful because the bear will chase military units, but I guess he wasn't interested this time. I guess they stayed far enough away. Now the archer's coming back over here, and yeah, oh yeah. I hope Felix is prepared. Looks like he actually is. Looks like he's trying to set something up, but here's the problem. These archers can just shoot over the trees. They're close enough to where they can fire on these guys, and we might start seeing some villagers drop. Did that deer... No, they haven't finished harvesting it, I guess. Alright, both players... Yes, yeah, both players have hit castle now. Oh, villager goes down. That's Sabalero's first. Ego kill. He got a couple military units earlier. But yep. And the archer's gonna come back around, try to find a way in, but Felix did a good job of kind of shoring that up. They're able to stop there and shoot a bit more. And are we gonna see more villagers go down? Didn't get that one. We have a siege workshop. Oh, I'll tell you. I think I know what we're gonna see here. We're gonna see mangonels. And Felix has some knights, some heavy cav. And the archers looks like they just are having fun vandalizing Felix's palisade walls. Coming around, maybe gonna try to find a way in. I don't think he's gonna have an easy time getting in, although he could come back here and harass villagers. But nope, Felix is wise to the plan and brings the woodcutters just over to here where the archers can't do anything. Sends the knights out, and those archers are in trouble. Sabalero's got to get those archers. Archers are expensive, and you really don't want to lose these to a group of heavy cav. And we don't see mangonels yet. We see a scorpion at least. And yeah, scorpion assisting the knights and cleaning up. That was costly for Sabalero. Don't think that was what he was hoping for. Surely not. What's going on down here at Sabalero's base? Looks like he's just kind of building up. Felix not really putting any pressure on him yet. These knights are getting ready to cross the Yukon River. And, uh-oh. Nope. Yeah, we do have a Cav Archer. So, Felix had some skirmishers. Well, he still does. Get some more. And let the skirmishers take care of these Cav Archers. Should be able to clean them up. Where are we going to take a look over here now? Nope. Yeah, look at that. Felix is like, this guy ain't having nothing on the water. He's going to take down his mining camp. Still the fire galley right there, just kind of, actually just patrolling the area. And the knights are over here, and Sabalero does have a monk and some Cav Archers to try to fend the knights off. The knights pulling back, don't want to get a conversion. Oh, and that's a trap. Yeah, those knights, I mean, knights are powerful units, but yeah, a group of Cav Archers. Well, now with them back here into safety, Sabalero can't take that fight. He could use all of these to take 3, but yeah, he can't take all of these. So it looks like Felix is just kind of parked up here, setting up for 2 TCs. One here, plus some Scorpions and a couple Knights to back them up. And another one right here. I really like this location. He's on stone. He's right up against this wood line. He's got some deer right here. I really like that location. And here come some Knights, but Sabalero's got these Cav Archers prepared for it. Yeah, get your heavy Cav out of there. Now the Scorpion's coming in to take some shots over here. I like that. Felix using Scorpions. You know what you could do too, if you're Felix, I would take this, instead of just patrolling over here, go ahead and just take the boat over here, burn down the mining camp. Ooh. Yeah, and look at that though, they're oh, they're in! They are in, but here's some Cav Archers behind there. And a couple monks. And yep, there's one conversion. With the Scorpions over here. And Felix, oh, it looks like he's getting a... There's a hurry castle for Sabalero. The castle goes up, so he's got a lot of protection over here. And those Scorpions need to get out pretty quick. Khmer Scorpion's a good choice against Cav Archers. Jasuni, welcome, man. Good to have you. I don't know if you were here earlier. I was saying I really like this map. I really love the way it looks. I think what you did by not creating 2 separate seasons but kind of blending them into one, almost like a fall where you have the trees and ground dusted in snow but the river's not frozen over, is really, it just makes the map, in addition to how simple it is just so aesthetically pleasing. I really like it. And it's fun. We have a Mangonel for Sabalero. Oh, the Scorpion goes down. Oh, take some pop shots, try to kill the monks. One go. Oh, we got both of them. But the Mangonel gets the Scorpions now. Yeah, don't have many spring or fall choices. When I made Kodiak, I added fall in. And warm fall and cold fall. And then Hugh Phillip with Kenai Peninsula. His summer winter versions are really more like early fall, late fall as well. And in those 2 maps, neither of the seasonal maps have seasonal variations that change the way the map is played. Anyway, here are the Cav Archers. Now the Cav Archers are not under threat from any Scorpions, but I imagine that we're just going to see some more. And Sabalero creating a forward castle over here. However, I would not call it a aggressive castle. It's still very much within his own side of the map. No, I have not seen Kenai either yet, Tech. I'm kind of eager to. I think I've seen every other map at least once. Yeah. Jasuni says, I missed the start. I figured it's far enough north. There's likely to be a dusting of snow for a good portion of the year, and winter would just be blanketed in snow. In most places, yes. Believe it or not, the interior, kind of where the Yukon River runs, is one of the hottest parts of the state in the summer. It occasionally gets above 90 degrees Fahrenheit. And it is probably the coldest part of the state, where temperatures, not rarely, dropping down to minus 50 to minus 60 Fahrenheit. So, but yeah, spring and fall, it's like freezing temperatures, generally. Little above, little below. Now, take a look at this. Felix has his knights come into the back here. The cav archers are all the way back here. Oh, there's a gap these knights are going to get through. And these cav archers may be in a little bit of trouble. Oh, but also oh no! That is not good. Because now Felix's stone miners are in trouble. He needs to garrison these quickly to try to get some kills on these cav archers. And bring your knights back in. Oceans have a moderating effect on the weather, yes. That's like even the most far north, like Utqiagvik, the north slope, doesn't generally get, now it does occasionally, but generally does not have as cold of temperatures as the interior in the wintertime. All the knights are on this wild cav archer chase just for this one unit. And, oh, holy cow. Take a look at this. Oh, not into the TC. What are you doing? Oh, man, no. He is getting a couple Vil kills over here, but that is, no. I don't know. I think he just got 6 or 7 villagers right there. But I don't think it's worth it. He lost half his knights. And you know what he could have done? Dive the gold miners over here that are outside of the castle fire. And I don't know. Might have gotten a few. Oh, those skirmishers just drop like flies. So that many cav archers? Yeah. And also, these skirmishers aren't even upgraded. I'm guessing he just did it as a thought of anticipation for the Vietnamese to create archers. But he never upgraded his skirmishers. Never got any of those. Yeah, he does have 4 TCs. He can afford to lose a few villagers. Yeah. How many? No, he's got 1. No, Sabalero has 85. 85 villagers. Felix is 122. Also, Sabalero has hit Imperial, and Felix is on his way up. Here we have a tech upgrade into Light Cav for the Khmer. I don't know why. Maybe in case he starts running out of gold, but I think it's pretty tough to run out of gold when you can mine all of this. And look at this castle right here protecting this, well, partially. Protecting the dock, but we haven't seen... Uh-oh, there's a relic. There's a monk carrying a relic, I should say. We haven't seen Sabalero do anything on water at all. So I don't think that's a problem. And also this castle protects a lot of gold piles for Felix to mine. Cav Archer's not too far back though. And here's a trebuchet. And does he know this castle exists? Maybe. He's explored up this way, but he may or may not know that the castle is there. Idle villagers. Needs to put these to work. Get them on the gold mine. Alright, Felix is Imperial, so both players are in Imperial, and I like the Vietnamese better in terms of Imperial. Scale Burning Armor, Thumb Ring, and he has Bracer. He only has padded armor, but generally, if you're able to micro your archers, your ranged units well, you probably don't need to worry too much about the defensive upgrades. Oh yeah, well yeah, he definitely knows the castle's here now because he's got 4 trebuchets on it. And, yeah. That's going down, and he may be in a bit of trouble here. I don't think he's going to be able to continue taking gold over here. What I would do... Oh, look at this, another castle right on the riverbank right here. Yeah, go set up over here and take this gold over here, because I don't think Sabalero is really paying any attention to it. I do want to take a look at the relic situation, because I did say we would look at that when I saw Sabalero carrying a relic. So his monastery... That's the blacksmith. Where's his monastery? Oh, come on! I'm having a hard time finding it. And I know exactly what it looks like. My eyes are not functioning well. Here, there it is. He's got 3 of the relics. There are 2 more on the map. This one, I think he's going to be... I don't think he's getting that. I don't think he's going to get a relic victory. That's so well secured. Uh-oh, take a look. We have a bear attack. Oh, no, Felix just lost a villager to the bear. He lost a second. Is he going to lose a third? Oh my gosh, that is bad. This bear is just coming around mauling these villagers. That's 4 to this one bear. Holy cow, that is not good. What's that? Double crossbow. Wow. And then we have chain barding armor for his Alright, well the bear goes away. Not before killing 4 of Felix's woodcutters back here. You can't really afford to lose those. I'm assuming these all got taken out. Yep. He does have 130, 140 now. Yeah. But it's just... It's a disruption. Is really what it is. What's the bear doing now? Attacking more? Oh no, now it's, yeah, knights and cav archers up here. Now the bear's getting some more. Alright, the bear finally goes down. But that was what? Another... Yeah, that was another 3 villagers. So he lost 7 villagers to that one bear. And I'm going to be totally honest with you. Even if you do have 140 villagers, when they're all working on that wood, it's got 45 on wood, but that's still enough of a setback. Sabalero gets 2 conversions on Felix's knights. And yeah, the trebuchet's setting up, taking down the second castle. There's a third one behind it. But you know what? Those trebuchets can move right out on the water. Although, take a look at this. Felix is prepared. We have hussars. Yes, we have hussars and we have heavy scorpions. And he's diving this. He's diving the trebs. It's got 53 of these cav archers right here. Yeah, no, you can't send that few over. They're just gonna melt. So he was able to dive 1, 2, maybe 2 of the trebs. But these 2 still stay standing, and that castle went down. And now look at this here. Now we have Felix has a treb of his own. Yeah, not a good dive. No, I agree, Tech. That was a lot of hussars lost to that. And I think they're going to be able to keep this castle up for now. But take a look at the heavy scorpions just coming through. Now with 3 trebuchets set up, that castle will not stay up. I kind of almost think treb the trebs, because Are these only light cav? Yeah, no, you know what? I don't think Sabalero has upgraded. No, they're light cav. He has not upgraded to Hussar. The Vietnamese might not even get Hussar. I don't remember. Yeah, he's going to be able to take that down. And now he's going to trap on the mining camp. He's trying to trap the mining camp. And he trapped a tree. And that goes down, and now he's going to be able to move in and... Yeah, oh man, yeah, those... The scorpions are just going to clean him up. Yeah, Viet no Hussar, thanks. Yeah, I wasn't certain, but I thought that might have been the case. Yeah, the Hussars... Now, he is getting a few Vil kills over here. He's got a good number of Vil kills over here. But yeah, these Hussars are just melting to this number. 51 Cav Archers. But with heavy Scorpions, bring those heavy Scorpions forward. I think that's going to start taking care of some of these. And Sabalero, he's certainly done a good job of disrupting Felix right along here on the riverbank. Felix pressing forward. And Sabalero is taking damage a bit closer to home. So I think he might start feeling the pressure. And he's been able to stave off the attacks from the winged Hussars. Or, well, they're really just Hussars, even though they do have wings. The winged Hussars are unique, I believe, to the Poles and the Lithuanians, I believe. There might be a couple others that get them. Oh, yes, now we have bombard cannons. I will say I'm a little bummed out that we have 2 Southeast Asian civs and not a single elephant so far. Sabalero's upgraded to Cavalier. Cavalier are only going to help that much more with these Cav Archers. Yeah, no, any of Felix's light Cav that he sends over is just going to get wrecked by upgraded heavy Cav and this massive group of Cav Archers. Are the bombard cannons trying to go for the Scorpions? Or too afraid of monks? Yeah, well, he did have 3 of the relics. He has 4. And the one remaining on the map, it just happens to be walled off pretty much. Largely inaccessible by Sabalero. Unless he somehow managed to find a way to sneak that in. I don't see it, and it's just that one holdout that is preventing Sabalero. I wonder if he was actually attempting a relic victory, or if he's just trying to get the upgrade, or the advantage in gold production. But no, right there. All of this drops, and Sabalero calls the GG. So Felix evens it out 1-1. And I'm glad to see that. I like... You know, Felix had a really, really rough first game. And this was a long fight. This got pretty intense, and he was able to pull off the victory. And I just like seeing sets go 1-1. Idle TC time, 37 minutes and 51. But of course, they both had a ton of town centers. Take a look at their idle eco. 3.2% for Felix and 6.8% for Sabalero. And I am curious, having 4 of the 5 relics on the map, was he going for the relic victory and was just this one too elusive? Or was he just trying to grab what he could for the increased gold? He didn't have a lot of gold in the bank. I mean, he had a bit, enough that he could use. But also, I don't understand why Sabalero didn't do a single thing on water. I mean, he never even built a dock to fish. His mining camp ultimately did get destroyed. But he never came up on the water to try to get gold. I don't know. But okay. Now when you take a look here, 83 eco units killed for Felix. He lost 54. And yeah, 47. Yeah, 7 of Felix's went down to that bear right here in the back by the wood line. Take a look at the most created units. Ah, yes, these are the numbers that I like to see when a game goes into Imperial. 119 Hussars compared to 72 Heavy Cav Archers. He did end up upgrading them to Heavy Cav Archers. Okay. The stats, the military score was close. Eco, not so much. Technology, Felix had a little bit of a leg up. Society, 5 castles compared to 4, if my math is correct. Yes. Yeah, 5 to 4. And Felix with the higher score there. The overall kill to death ratio is actually quite close. 1.1. So just over 200 units killed. And it was actually in Sabalero's favor. 184 lost. The race to destruction, though, was definitely in Felix's favor. He was able to take down 13 buildings, only lost 5. Conversions, Sabalero getting 4 of them. And Army High, you can see those there. Eco. Pretty much neck and neck. All the way up here. Crossed a little bit there, but then in Imperial is where Felix really started to race ahead. And Sabalero getting largely slowed down right here. Overall resources collected, the wood wasn't too far apart, but Felix collected almost double the amount of food that Sabalero did. Gold was very close, only a difference of over 300. And the stone was not far apart either. Relic gold, having 4 relics, he was able to pull in almost 1800 gold, which helped, but it didn't help enough. Advancement times at an 8-minute feudal time. Vietnamese, that's pretty impressive, I will say. That's pretty good. And then 8.5 minutes for Felix. Castle times were close, within about 20 seconds of each other. And then Imperial, both players hit, Sabalero hitting it 3 minutes faster. So Sabalero had better uptimes into every single advancement. Exploration and technology, both players researching a lot of technology. And that tends to happen, of course, in the later game. Or in games that make it later. Villager High, 149 to 114, or 116. Max castles, so Sabalero actually made 4. Felix produced a total of 5, but only ever had 3 on the map at one time. So that's what that indicates there. Alright, well, I'm glad to see the set go 1-1. Thanks to these two players for entertaining games. Good luck to them in the rest of the league. I'm going to step away for a moment, and we're going to get ready to cast the second set. So just bear with me one moment here. We'll go ahead and put the intro screen up, let y'all take a look at the pretty slideshow.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits, you can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again. We got millions of reasons to let it all go. Hope we're not too broken. I know I'm not always strong. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again.
Okay, we're back and ready for the second set. Second set tonight. Is NOPE1585 versus Jasuni. So take a look at the players. They are among the lower elo in the tournament, but that means we're still gonna get some really entertaining games, because I've seen really entertaining matches from the highest level players in this game, or in this league, and the lowest level players in this league. Because it's competitive, and that's a really good arrangement that Tech has set up to try to match people so that they're not set up for failure, so to speak, where they're playing people that are way easier, way more difficult than the others, or than themselves, I should say, and that's really good. It keeps it competitive, and we get entertaining matches. No handicap. Let's go ahead and take a look at the map draft. Map draft for this match up. Alright, so round 1. So that means Utqiagvik is the map of the round, and Nope bans Kodiak, Denali, and Yukon Gold Rush. And Jasuni bans Chena Hot Springs, Kenai Peninsula, and Columbia. That means Chandeleur Lake is the second map. And this is interesting. We've seen this map a ton so far, and that is as people are doing their round 2 sets. But I believe this is the first time, maybe the second, that Chandeleur Lake actually gets picked as the map for the second game in round 1. These are both fantastic maps. These were the top 2 rated maps in the league by the voters. I'm excited to see these two players play on these 2 maps. And also worth noting, these 2 maps are the 2 that have seasonal changes that really impact the way the map plays. I know we've covered that, but it's really neat to get to see them both kind of back to back. Let's take a look at the Civ draft. Civ bans. Nope bans the Georgians, the Persians, and the Saracens. Jasuni bans the Mongols, Armenians, and Huns. Given that Utqiagvik is a nomad map, I think that makes plenty of sense. And guess what isn't banned? Lithuanians. Are we gonna see somebody play as the Lithuanians? I don't know. We'll find out. I'm still out of cookies because I do not want to go to the grocery store. However, as a snack, I do have chocolate-covered pretzels. Again, this time, they're covered in white chocolate. Okay. Let's go ahead and pull up the first game. Here we are. Alright, so we have Jasuni playing as the Goths. He is in gray. Nope is playing as the Byzantines. And he is in teal. Nomad map. So of course players start with villagers. And let's see where they're setting their TCs. Nope, setting it up right away, right here on this wood line. I don't know. I really do not know. Because I'm looking and I don't see much of anything around here. I mean, you have a couple pieces of stone. There's some gold. There's, well, okay, this isn't too bad. But this is just wide open, barren. I think it would have been better placed right here, to be honest. In this game, I briefly considered dropping my starting TC on Nopes, then I had trouble finding a spot, too many hills where I was trying to place it. Oh, yeah. Well, you placed yours pretty close, it looks like there. Tech says Cookie Pirate is here to kick ass and eat cookies, and he's all out of cookies. So instead, I'm gonna eat my white chocolate pretzels. These are delicious. So both players have their TCs in place, and Jasuni builds these houses kind of like halfway between. And I kind of like that as a set for, it'll kind of give line of sight reference later. So I kind of like the position of those. Lumber camp back here on these. Again, Utkiagvik, we talked about this. No trees on the map. Instead, they're just bushes. This is, again, the summer version of the map. The water is thawed, so it is sailable, and there is a ton of deep water fish to be collected, and I don't believe there are any bears on this version of the map. On the winter version, the ocean is pretty much iced over, and you can walk out on the ice, and there are a ton of bears. And I think only shorefish, or maybe just a couple deep water fish. Goths have instant loom would make a weird game. Yeah. It would kind of be entertaining, but yeah, I think that would be very unpredictable. Alright, so it looks like over here Jasuni is just kind of hunting these deer. This is... And, I often make a joke about how much I don't like nomad maps. And I always make jokes. I say, I put the no in nomad, and I put the mad in nomad. But this is probably my favorite nomad map. I just think it's so thematically good. And when I had the idea for a tundra map, I said, you know, a I said it probably would make sense to make this nomad, since the people of the North Slope, the natives, were historically nomadic, or at least semi-nomadic, and some of them still are. So, I thought it fit well, and I've really been happy with how this map came out. Huey Coyote did a fantastic job with it, and I just think it fits the Alaska theme so well. He made it fun to play, and it looks really nice. So, just more hunting and harvesting geese. And Jasuni is setting up, it almost looks like a kind of a start to trying to wall off maybe some areas over here. What is Nope doing? Cutting wood. He's actually farming. There's not a ton of wood on the map. I mean, there's a decent number of bushes, but I wouldn't call wood really scarce, but it's not abundant. And I'm a little surprised to see him doing this much farming, given how many huntables are on the map. I mean, there's just patches of deer all over the place. Like here, and he's taking these. There's a ton of them over here. There's a ton of them over here. There's berry bushes all over the place. Just a ton of them here. Yeah, and I'm really just not a big fan of this starting location. Only my map has scarce. Yeah, scarce. I mean, in your case, it's extremely scarce. We're talking about Denali, where there's no wood beyond the starting lumber piles that players have. Alright, both have clicked up to feudal. Jasuni looks like he's ahead only about 3 to 4 seconds. Tech says Goths need to win this early. The Cataphracts are too devastating versus them. Yeah, I would agree with that. Huskarls won't stand up against Cataphracts. And Byzantine just have good siege to deal with large numbers of infantry. Alright, Jasuni expanding out this way. Looks like to hunt, and yeah. Gold miners coming up, looks like to set up over there, and then take a look at this. Wow. Nope has built a house all the way across over here, and I'm guessing probably just had a starting villager near this location and decided to just drop a house so that he could see kind of what's going on around the map. Both players have hit feudal at this time, and what do we have going on? Oh yeah, no, it's just more hunting. Okay. I want to see what's going on over here, because I have a feeling this is going to get pretty aggressive given the proximity the two players are to each other. But it looks like neither one of them is really worried about making a move at the moment. I went out to hunt bears, but it was the wrong season, yeah. And you know, ironically, the bears are usually hibernating in the winter, and you'd expect to see them on the summer, or in summer. But instead, they're on the winter version of the map, out on the ice floats, and yeah, there are none out here. Byzantines don't get good siege. I thought they got an advantage to one of their siege units. Like, overall. I mean, maybe they're just there. Oh, okay, it's the cataphracts. I was thinking it was their siege kits. Oh, no, the cataphracts deal big damage against it. So this is not a good matchup for Jasuni to go late in this game. So I think we're gonna need to see some aggression from him relatively quickly here if he's gonna have a hope of winning this. He's getting bloodlines, he's getting forging, he does have scale barding armor. I like this, he's not neglecting his feudal age upgrades. And he does have some scout calves out roaming around. Meanwhile, Nope has fletching, double bit axe, no horse collar yet. He's got more farms. Jasuni hasn't built a single farm and he got horse collar. Oh, but take a look at this. He has set up a dock. Fishing. I like that. Uh-oh. Lumberjack under attack. Oh, archers. Hasn't lost anything yet. Hasn't killed anything yet. Oh, but the spearmen, yeah, the spearmen. Jasuni's gonna have to be careful because these. Oh, they're in. They're in. Nope is basically on this wood line, and scout cav are coming in to fend them off. He does pull them back. Villager still doesn't go down. Scout cav are chasing the archers, but he needs to watch out. And yes, good, turning them away on time. And no. I wouldn't agree with that. That wasn't smart right there. But, alright, well that's the first casualty of the game. And that's the second one. Archers and spearmen in. I want to see what goes on here. They're making their... Oh, they just took Jasuni off gold. Yeah, that's not good. But now they're coming back, and look at this. The spearmen are in the front, and Jasuni's actually... Oh, no, he caught on to it. Okay. Yeah, that's not good. Yikes. Oh. So Jasuni losing all but 2 of his scouts right there now, all but 1, and that one having to pull back. I was going to say, I liked how Jasuni was approaching the archers from the back, knowing the spearmen were in front, but Nope was aware of it and turned the spearmen in on time, and that was pretty costly for Jasuni. And now these archers are basically going to make it back here almost unimpeded to, yeah, and that villager goes down, so that's 2. That Jasuni has lost. Out here on the kind of the open tundra here, there is a relic. Jasuni's setting back up over here to get back on gold, but he's gonna have to be careful. He doesn't have anything to defend it right now. Although, well, he is bringing a scout, but 1 scout's not going to do it. And what is this? Oh, Nope is setting up an outpost right at the edge of this town center. Interesting. And I'm guessing that's the shield from a skirmisher. Oh no, another villager goes down. That's not good. Yeah, another outpost here. Holy cow. So that's 3 outposts that Nope is setting up in very close proximity to Jasuni's starting base. He's able to get on gold over here. Both players have clicked up to castle, but Nope is going to be up. Looks like 32, 33 seconds ahead of Jasuni. take a look here. We've got fish. We've got fishing ships. Nope isn't on water at all. And I think Jasuni can take advantage of this and just go all out into a fishing eco. Yeah, but here's the problem is I think Nope is just too scattered out over here. So I think he's got a good bit of map control, and that's gonna make it kind of tough for Jasuni. Oh wow, the Vils actually fight and kill them there, but Jasuni loses 2 more villagers. Oh man. And nope, now we have crossbowmen. That's not good. Oh. Oh no, get out of there. Oh no. Having to retreat. Taking off gold again over here. I mean, he's got these over here. And let's hope Nope doesn't find them. In fact, does he see them? Well, if he doesn't, he will. No, he does not. He doesn't even know they exist. Okay. That's kind of good for Jasuni, for now. Yeah, knights! We've got knights, but I don't think 2 knights is going to be enough to deal with 9 crossbowmen. And now there's a camel in the mix. And now there's 10. Yeah. Nope, nope, nope. Excuse me. Oh, and the camel coming in? Yeah, no, the camel's gonna lose that fight. Yeah, that wasn't smart. Good thing he pulled back. Nope, he's coming in for more, though. I don't know. He can... Yeah, camel goes down. Yeah, I expected as much. But now we've got pikemen from Nope, and I believe the Byzantines get upgrades to their pikemen and to their skirmishers. They have... Their trash units get some, get a bonus. If I remember right, or I'm not confusing that with somebody else. Excuse me. Man. I tell you, after about an hour of this, or... I mean, this has been going for a little over an hour and a half now. And it's like, I feel like all of my teeth are gonna fall out. I feel like I could drink a gallon of water. And... yeah. Oh man, I don't know. Yep, Jasuni has built a castle, Huskarl switch. They have no upgrades in strength. They're cheaper. They're cheaper. That's what it is. Okay. What's that? A mangonel? Yep, mangonel going for the, for Jasuni's starting town center. His only town center as of right now. Actually, both players only have 1 town center on the map. Goths do have extra bonus damage against buildings, basically a better version of arson. Yep. And that's a good point. And... yeah. Oh, Jasuni getting a relic. Good. No. No, he's just no. He's not able to clean these crossbowmen up so well. Now Jasuni has been able to take down some of these units. Oh, now he's diving the mangonels. Nice. That's good. Yeah, I was cleaning that up nicely, but I mean, just this large group of crossbowmen is gonna struggle to take them down. Jasuni does have a relic. Nope, hasn't built a monastery. He does have a university though. Take a look at that there. The villagers actually surrounding this knight. Jasuni did lose 2 more. Oh. Wow, he's going down there. But Jasuni has lost 14 villagers. That is costly. And that hurts. Let's see, he's getting forging here. Huskarl's on the roll though, making a move. Crossbowman in place though, just no. No, because they're going to be able to pick these guys off from far. Yep, so Jasuni pulling back, that's the right move. It's going to need something to deal with these crossbowmen. I imagine we're going to see a move. Oh no. Oh, Jasuni mining stone here. And then, Nope's got 2 knights parked and a light cav, or scout cav over here. So Jasuni might have a hard time getting that relic. Let's see where the other relics are on the map. There's one that should be really easy for him to get. Where are the other ones? Oh, there's one on the ice. And then right here at the very edge of the map. Okay. So, I mean, I would say a relic victory is not implausible for Jasuni. Huskarls take that house down. Got another town center set up over here. Another one back here. Alright, Nope has 3 TCs now. 1, 2, 3. And he's getting scale barding armor. He does have iron casting. He's getting ballistics. He has bodkin arrow. And he's padded archer armor. Byzantines do not get bloodlines. Jasuni has bloodlines. And, oh yeah, gotta take that outpost down. They sound so enthusiastic to take that outpost down. He's gonna have to be careful of these knights. That is a large number of knights, but let's see how fast this university's going down. Holy cow, nope, here come the knights. And he's gonna have to deal with these knights, or yeah. Nope, he's running. He loses a couple there. Or, oh, no, maybe only one. Scout cav. Oh, yeah. Oh, yep, and the scout goes down. Alright, Jasuni now does have 2 of the relics. Which one did he go get? This one over here. Oh, yeah, so the, he either killed the knights, or they just ran off. But this is bad news for Jasuni. Nope, has clicked up to Imperial. And Byzantines hitting Imperial is pretty scary. I mean, he's going to be able to upgrade to Arbalesters. I'm pretty sure. Byzantines get Arbalesters. Be able to get Bracer. And then the most scary thing, which, I mean, so far he doesn't have a castle on the board, but he has set one up right here. And if he is able to crank out elite cataphracts, that is going to spell disaster for Jasuni. So, I believe he's going for the relics. He's got 2, now he's carrying a 3rd back. And I believe he knows where the others... Yep, he knows where that one is. He actually does not know where the last one is, and that it's out on this ice float here. So we'll have to do a little looking to find it, but Jasuni's discovered pretty much everything on land. Haha. Oh, what a mess. Oh no, did he try a... Oh, holy cow, he tried a castle, or he is trying a castle drop. And those Huskarls went too far forward and just got slaughtered. There's a conversion. Jasuni did get a conversion. This castle's gonna get denied right here. Delete it, get that stone back while you can. Nope. Oh no, he walled it in. And no, that, holy cow, that villager goes down. So that castle is in fact denied. And the castle goes, yeah, delete it and recover some of the stone. Get half of it back. What? That is going to be a major setback for Jasuni. I mean, he got cleaned up right down here. And then getting that castle denied. That's not looking too good. A couple pikemen to clean that one knight up over there. Now, where is... He's got 3 relics. Where is the monk? He knows there's a relic here. Maybe he doesn't remember. As kind of everybody up here is just doing their thing. Oh, but no! Oh, look at this right here. So, Nope actually did set up on water. A little late to the naval party, but he does, and he's got fire ships, and yeah, he is burning this villager to a crisp. Gets away with 2. Nope, down she goes, and yeah, crispy. Nope, converted cataphracts. Yeah, so we see cataphracts, and that is not good for Jasuni. Tech says never a good idea to drop a castle on an Imperial Age opponent while only castle yourself. Yes, that is a very good point. Jasuni still doesn't even have the food to go up to Imperial. Needed that castle though. If it had gone down, I'd have more Huskarls. Which could dive to take out any long-range siege. I don't know, Tech. I'm not sure I agree. And I mean, look at this. He's come back and made progress putting this castle up. But, yeah. That's going to go down, and that's very costly for Jasuni. He has now clicked up to Imperial. Still only 3 relics. Did his monk get killed? I'm wondering, because I haven't seen it moving around. Look at this. Monk might have trouble taking that relic right there. With these 2 fire ships sitting right here. And then you just got to figure out how you're going to get over here. Meanwhile, the castle goes down, and Nope decides he's going to put a castle of his own, basically right next to it. And that is not good for Jasuni. Alright, Heavy Plow, still about minute 20 to Imperial. And Jasuni only has 4 military units on the board. And only 42 villagers compared to 109 for Nope. I don't see how Jasuni's going to get back into this. Unless he's going to secure a relic victory and just try to hold on. Fire ships wouldn't be able to attack long enough to kill a monk unless it stopped after picking the relic up. Yeah, I guess it's far enough away to where they'd only be able to burn it for a second or so. So yeah, I mean. But then he's at great risk of making his way back in case he were to get intercepted by any other any land units that Nope has. That could stop him. But yeah, that castle goes up, and yeah. Did I hear a trebuchet? I do. They're packed. They're moving. But I imagine they're going to take this castle down. Maybe the monastery to deny the... oh, take a look at this. Another one. Yeah, we're going to see a map... I think we're going to see a cataphract push here. So, conscription. Chemistry. Yeah, that castle's gonna go down. And then you have... I'm guessing he'll take the monastery down so that Jasuni stops getting the gold income from it. From the 3 relics he has. Here's another castle from Jasuni further back to try to protect this town center and these buildings here. But I don't know. 3 trebuchets plus cataphracts, yeah. I don't think that's going to do him too much good. And with Nope pushing forward, with Jasuni having very few options to try to slow him down, I don't think this is going to last too much longer. Yep. Nope, Hussars, okay. Nope still hasn't upgraded to elite cataphracts, but regular cataphracts on their own are good enough. Yeah, Jasuni's getting conversions here. He trebbed the mill. And yeah, now it looks like he's getting set up for the monastery. No, maybe not. Castle goes down. Maybe they are going to set up for it. Or maybe for the town center. No. Yep, they're going for the TC. And Jasuni calls the GG right there. So game 1 goes to Nope. My first pick for this map was Georgians, but they were banned. Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm a little surprised you would take Georgians for the Nomad start. But I can see you going that route, especially if you're trying to go for relics. Georgians are good just because of the cavalry. Mongols were banned, tech. And I think... Or you mean maybe why I wanted to go Mongols? They got banned, but I would imagine that Jasuni would have anticipated somebody banning Mongols. He can answer to that better than I can, though. Oh, he did. He did. Jasuni did ban the Mongols. Georgians have the free mule cart and a good unique upgrade that costs food and gold. Yeah, that is true. Or unique unit. Yeah, the Manasp was really good. Yeah, so you're right, Tech. Yeah, Jasuni himself did ban them. I remember one of the 2 banned Mongols. Most created unit, 50 Huskarls for Jasuni, 29 Knights for Nope. Take a look down here. 55 eco units killed for Nope, and Jasuni killed 2. Excuse me. 8.8% idle eco time. Of course, Jasuni was under a lot of pressure multiple times. 3.1% for Nope. And then the idle TC time is actually flipped. Nope had. I mean, to be fair, he had more TCs, but he had 33 minutes of idle time. Anyway, let's take a look at the stats real quick before going on to game 2. Nope having a substantially higher score for military and for eco. Actually, really much higher for that. Technology was closer, and Society, Jasuni had 2 castles, and Nope had 3. Little over a 2-to-1 kill-death ratio, 176 to 78. Destruction, raised to destruction was 22 to 5. Jasuni got 6 conversions, and army highs were actually kind of close. Eco. Nope was just ahead the entire game on Eco Collection. And I think that's a little bit why Jasuni struggled, I think. Double the wood, not quite double the food, almost double the gold, and about 50% more stone. Where Jasuni did have the advantage, he did get 3 of the relics, pulled in almost 1500 gold there. But yeah, you could just see how it kind of flattened out. Not flattened out, but you could see it really slow down here. Whereas, Nope expanded and kind of just continued to move ahead. Technology-wise, very close times. 4 seconds difference into Feudal. About a 30-second difference into Castle. Nope hit Imperial 8 minutes before Jasuni did. And by the time the game got to Imperial, it was... I won't say it had been determined, but you could tell the way things were going. Exploration were high for both. And technology-wise, the Goths only get 81 technologies to research, and nope. And the Byzantines get 96. That's a pretty considerable difference. Society, villager highs. Jasuni made 2 fishing ships. I'm surprised Nope never needed to go on water. At least for fishing ships. He did have a couple of fire ships. And then 3 castles compared to 2 for Jasuni. Only 1 ever was standing on the map at one time. Go back to the map. And let's go ahead and pull game 2 up. Alright, let me switch this back over to the screen. Oh, we're gonna take a look back at these as I get that map pulled up. Oh my goodness. Alright. Okay. So... I don't know what was up with that music right there. Tell you what, I am going to switch that out real quick. Just that way we'll have a, yeah, here. And some credit to a whole bunch of various artists and stuff like that. Lakey inspired. Some really nice chill hop music. I listen to this occasionally when I'm driving into or home from work. And it helps me relax. It is great music. Alright, Jasuni said I wanted the summer configuration for this one. And let's take a look here. Again, those are the bands. Chandelar Lake is the second map. It's the winter version. This is the sixth game that I have seen on this map. And all 6 of them have been on the winter version. I don't understand what's going on here. I'm going to go ahead and unpause. We'll get the game rolling here. Jasuni and Gray again, he's playing as the Italians, and Nope is playing as the Vikings. I think Nope was also hoping for the summer version. Because, I mean, the Vikings still have some advantages with infantry, but their bonus for being able to sail on the water is null and void on the winter version. Alright, this is Chandelure Lake made by Zetnus. Fantastic map. He did a really great job with this. This is based on a lake up in northern Alaska, in the Brooks Range. It is extremely cold in the winter. It's actually fairly warm in the summer. In the winter, everything is covered in snow. The lake freezes over. And in the summer, it's fairly warm. And obviously no ice, no snow. So, like Utqiagvik, the seasonal change affects the way you play the map. On here as well. And I think on this map, that seasonal change is even more profound. Just because the lake takes up a lot of the map area. So, frozen over. You obviously cannot dock. You cannot build ships. You cannot sail. However, you can walk on the ice and you can send your villagers out to collect shorefish. And there is a minor rule change on the winter version of the map that you can actually construct mills on the ice so that you don't have to have villagers walk all the way up and down to carry shorefish. So, good change. Hey, we have the bears. Here's the Kodiak bears. The Alaska bears. I think Kodiak bear because I made the Kodiak map, and I actually wanted to include these bears on Kodiak, and Tech said, let's do that for all the Alaska maps, or well, everybody that chooses to. And I said, okay, good idea. So, the food bears. The bears are basically reskinned iron boars that are very powerful, that will chase you a short distance, their own defensive stance, and they drop a ton of food, and they are lethal. They are absolutely dangerous. And Nope is luring one. Oh, wow. Okay. Very lucky. These bears will kill an unloomed villager in 3 hits. They will kill a loomed villager in 4. 1, 2, and you better get the heck out of there. He turns around at the last minute, and this villager lives with 1 HP. And this guy's got it. Nope, yep. The bear is coming over to it, and we may have a casualty here. Nope, villager dies. And he turns back. And now Jasuni has... Nope. Yes, Jasuni kills his bear and does not suffer a loss. I think one of his villagers took a hit. But yep, so there's the bear building a mill right here to be able to collect this fish and the bear meat without having to walk as far. And then has close shorefish access to here. Where is Nope sending? It looks like he... Well, no, this is just scouting out. It looks like he's just trying to set up to build a mill to start collecting the fish. Yep, Jasuni smartly killing his bear first, also with unloomed villagers, yes. Yeah, and he brought a ton of them over. And that paid off. They are loomed now. He has loom. And Nope also has loom. The mill was also to get an immediate drop-off so I could queue another vill. That's smart. Good planning. Alright, so what's going on over here? Oh, another bear. And Jasuni's gonna need to build another mill. And having to walk all the way across here. And I'll tell you a good... Yes! That is a very good location. And I was gonna say, here, or... Yeah. Yeah, and I think on this map, there are only 2 bears per player. There's one, like, immediately on the ice, and then there's another one further back. So you can see the second bear on Nope's side of the map, over here. And he hasn't gone anywhere near it yet. And I think Zetnus purposely didn't place any bears over here, just because the land area is pretty tight, and a concern that the bears would be too aggressive. I can see that being avoided. So, yep. Players start very close together on this map, and it varies sometimes. It just kind of depends. Sometimes they start a little further back. I've seen them start much closer than this, so this isn't too bad, but both players smartly walling off. Just to give an extra buffer. Now, on the summer version of this map, you have to figure a way out around here, or you have to walk around the entire lake to get to the other side, and it offers a real good measure of safety to build on the outside curve of the lake. If this is the outer curve here, and this is the inner curve, if you think of it as a shape of a boomerang or a crescent moon, the lake in real life is shaped kind of like a boomerang to almost an L. Jasuni hits feudal, and yep, Nope hits feudal as well. And let's see what's going on. Three mills on the ice for Jasuni, and he is taking big time advantage of the shorefish. And I like that. There's not a whole lot of food on this map outside of fish. And I mean the bears. I believe there are a few huntables. Although, no, you know what? Maybe not on the winter version. I'm just thinking of that. Unless the players already took whatever huntables they have starting with. I do know, if I remember right, I should say, not that I do know, but I believe that there are more huntables on the summer version of the map. And I'm mildly frustrated that we haven't seen a game on the summer version yet. I personally like the summer version better, slightly. The winter version is very beautiful. The summer version, I like the idea of how it plays a little better. I think it would be a little bit less aggressive. Which means more options. Because with the lake totally frozen over and walkable, it may not be buildable, but it's almost like just an open land map with fish, and then some terrain that you can't really construct every building on. Whereas the summer version, it is much more clearly pronounced a divide between land and lake. That said, I think the winter version is fantastic and creative. Here comes Jasuni. Take a look at this. Oh, here comes Jasuni with some scouts, and he's gonna take a hack at some villagers. Not getting much out of him, though, so far. Oh, nope, now he is. There's the first eco kill. And that's 2, so Nope losing 3 3. Jasuni getting 2 kills. Yeah, that's because that first villager went down to the bear. That's right. And Jasuni pursuing the villagers back to the town center. He's coming around. It looks like he's trying to safety this up a little bit quick. But he could dive this. He could have... Oh, no, there's a knight. Alright, Jasuni hits castle. Yeah, there's a knight chasing those scouts off. Look at this here. Jasuni building on the outer edge of the lake. And I think we saw him do this in his set from round 2, where this is the map of the round. And Jasuni was kind of forced to go to the outer edge of the lake. This time he's doing it by choice, and I really like this. Although, I will say, again, on the summer version, I think this would be even more beneficial. Because you can still just walk across the ice. And I mean, that's a double-edged sword, pun partially intended, because your own military units have an easier time getting out into where they need to be, but your opponent also has an easier time getting over here. And that's exactly what happens here with Nope bringing a knight over. He does get a villager kill on Jasuni. That's his first eco loss. Whereas, again, in the summer map, you would actually have to go around, or you would have to sail units across. It's more difficult. So this is even more of a safe option to build on the outer edge. Light Cav gets the final kill on that knight over there. Oh, take a look at this. Knight's at Jasuni's woodline. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's not good. That's 2 more villagers lost. 3 more. 4 more. Holy cow. That could be a little bit of a, Oh, that's actually a considerable setback for Jasuni. He's also lost his Eagle Scout. Not that that's too big of a deal at this point in the game. But now these knights just roaming around the ice, basically able to do what they want. I'm starting to lose my ability to talk here. Ah, man. Oh, it's a spearman. Trying to chip through the house. Slowly but surely. It'll take a little while longer. But then we have the knights on this mill. Villagers pulled away from this mill. There's still a ton of shorefish. So Jasuni's completely off the ice. Still have more villagers and TCs. That is true. More TCs for now. 1, 2. He's setting his third up over here. And yeah, 48 to 42. Spear on the wrong side of the wall. Yes. Yeah. But you know what? This could be a chance for him to bust out. Although, no, you know what? One spearman isn't going to be able to stop these knights. So, yeah, I think having seen that number of knights, I think Jasuni needs to go pikeman. Yeah, I mean, these knights are cleaning up his scouts over here. I don't know. I'm wondering what Jasuni's plan is here. I think it's been pretty clearly revealed that Nope is going knights. I mean, he's got forging. He doesn't quite have iron casting yet. Doesn't have any defensive upgrades. Knight's coming in to dive back here, and oh, this is going to be another... Yeah, more carnage. Jasuni starts losing more villages over here. He does garrison. He does get at least one knight. Look at this villager that's like stuck on the gold. No, don't chase these knights with one scout cav. Yeah, pull back. That's a good idea. Sanctity. Sanctity. We're gonna see monks. Jasuni's struggling for food. Yeah, he is, because he's been taken off of all of the fishing. And we've kind of talked about that there's not really a lot of food on the map outside of the ice. Or in the case of the summer version, there's a ton of fish. I think there is more food on the summer version of the map. But I can't remember off the top of my head because I've only seen the winter version the last 6 games. I'm seriously hoping the next Chandelure Lake game that we see is on the freaking summer version, please. Look at this. Nope, upgrading into elite skirmishers and heavy plow. Pikeman for Jasuni. A few techs missing, yeah. If you're doing... I'm guessing you're gonna go Genoese crossbowmen. And in that case, yeah, I get the fletching and stuff like that. But if you're going cavalry, light or heavy, get those blacksmith upgrades, man. Alright, just some more houses over here for Nope. Let's see what he's got set up over here. TC, right, I really like this location of the TC. It's forward, but it's protected. He's actually... Well, no, Jasuni's walled this off, so Nope is further protected by up here. Now, it's true Jasuni could just delete that and decide to run in if he wanted. But he's behind the tree line back here, set up on stone. 2 archery ranges right here. Jasuni says needs bow saw and hand cart. Well, you got hand cart. Yeah, you need bow saw. Here comes iron casting for Nope, and upgrade to, I believe that was fletching that just hit. Let's see what else. Yeah. Holy cow. Jasuni is setting up a castle here on the outer edge of the lake. And he's got a monastery with 2 relics. And a monk garrisoned inside. And I hear a wolf. And Nope is setting up a 4th TC. Oh no, no! It's a siege workshop. Yep, he kills the wolf. Uh-oh. Monk intercepted. Going for that relic right there. Oh, he got that conversion. Alright. Send forward. And Nope, pulling back. But yeah, I think Jasuni's going to have a little bit of a tough time getting this relic right here. And then the other one is on the ice. Right there. That's going to be tough to get. And I am honestly not 100% sure where the 5th relic is. Let's see if we can find it. Or is it possible that there may only be 4 on the map? Maybe it's just too precise for ultimate balance. I don't see any monasteries for Nope. Oh no, I tell you what. Interesting. Jasuni's diverted his relics. He's actually split them up. So he's got 1 in this monastery here. He's got 2 more over here, so he actually holds 3 of the relics. And then the 4th is here. And skirmishers prepared. Oh, but the knights are gonna dive that. Yeah, that's... Yeah. I think he's gonna have a tough time getting that. Oh, and the knight gets cut down. Uh-oh. So let's see. Oh, look at this. This is a pretty aggressive castle. I mean, it's not overly aggressive. However, it does put this barracks, this house, and a couple of the palisade walls in range of the castle arrow fire. And he's going up to Imperial, so if he gets Bracer, it will expand the range even further. Now we're getting Devotion. Interesting. Jasuni's actually going to hit Imperial first. Nice. So Jasuni down again, really trying to pull off a win here to even out the set. And this is... Oh, yeah, there's the castle going up. Okay, arrow fire. This is going to be tough for Jasuni over here. Because Nope has a lot of knights, and he's got skirmishers protecting. Oh, yep, nope. Alright, relic victory denied. Because Nope just got one for himself. That's a good move, securing that relic. That frees up his units to do other stuff now. It's true there is this castle here, and he probably does need to have this defended. Otherwise, Jasuni can easily just clear him out and take that relic back. But holy cow, look at all these techs that he's getting. Man-at-Arms, Squires, Conscription, Supplies, Bracer, Arson, Leather Archer Armor. Holy cow, I can barely keep up count. Capped Ram. It's, I don't know. Nope's people are enlightened. Maybe they just had a major epiphany. Saying, alright, time to do all of this stuff. What else? Gambesons? Longswordsmen? Holy cow. It's like, well, I don't have anything to attack right now that I see, so I'm just going to invest in my people's education. Jasuni, meanwhile, researching some techs of his own. He's getting architecture, he just got chemistry, two-man saw, he has crop rotation, so his eco is upgraded fully. No ballistics, iron casting, but he does not have blast furnace yet. He could also be going for plate mail. And let's see, Nope, yep, so Nope is making a move on the castle with these capped rams. And is upgrading the siege rams, yes. And the knights and the skirmishers are moving forward. I'm guessing the skirmishers are prepared. I'm guessing the skirmishers are prepared just in case he sees a lot of pikemen or halberdiers. Given the number of knights on the map that they that he has seen Nope using. Oh, but take a look at this now. We have condottieros. Condottieros and pikes. Well, the skirms are going to clean up the pikes. But I like the condottieros against the knights. I mean, I need a few more of them. And he's just going to start smacking away these siege rams. But the castle goes down, the monastery goes down, so two of these relics are ejected. Skirms also counter genbos. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's true, of course. Given that skirms are a direct archer counter. But I mean, it's true, I guess he would not have perhaps known that you were not going into archers. But I know he knows that you had pikemen on the map. And there's an upgraded champion. Jasuni says champion's one of the few units you want to get techs for before producing. Yes. And it's an interesting transition into champions. Here comes Blast Furnace, so they're actually not fully upgraded, but look at this. Nope actually is creating... Well, maybe not, but he's certainly with an upgrade to champions. You're probably going to see a lot of those, but he doesn't have a single defensive upgrade from the blacksmith. Not one. Hoardings. And castle and trebuchets set up to take that town center down, and now the champions are in, and I imagine these champions are going to have a little bit of a tough time against some of these condotieros, although... No, because a good number of them are going down too. I guess they're strong enough as they are to deal with the condotieros that he just isn't really worried about getting defensive upgrades in the blacksmith. No, well, no, now he is. He's getting scale mail on. And I understand that I may be more critical about getting / not getting blacksmith upgrades than other people. But, I mean, absolutely, I mean, he's got champions on the map that are absolutely wreaking havoc, but he has lost a number of them, and he didn't have any. Well, now he has the Feudal Age upgrade for armor on Imperial Age, actually post-Imperial Age units. But it doesn't seem to matter as Jasuni's base gets cleared out, and he calls the GG. And Nope sweeps the set. So, good effort by Jasuni, but he wasn't able to hold on. And Nope ultimately wins. Let's see. Condos are more pop efficient, but a little less cost efficient after supplies. Interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, they just got in. The champions overpowered everything. Cleared out his base, killed a ton of villagers. Yeah. So that was another hard fought, but solid win for Nope. So congrats to him. Credit to Jasuni. You fought well. And I know you've had kind of a tough start in the league. But hopefully things will turn around and you'll get some wins here coming up pretty soon. Definitely appreciate you playing. And also, even though they did not play on it this time, Jasuni has the... I'm trying to think of the word. I guess I could say Jasuni has the honor of being the only person who is playing and who made a map for Season 4 of the League. And if you go back and watch the set that I cast a couple days ago with Jasuni, and I'm trying to remember who he fought, but it was the Round 2, and it was on this map, and also Yukon Gold Rush, so you get to go see Jasuni play his own map. So I recommend you go check that out. I'm almost speechless when I looked at these numbers. I'm like, make sure I get this right. Nope had 81 eco kills compared to 3 for Jasuni. And then Nope lost 4 because he lost 1 villager to a bear there at the beginning of the game. And if you look at idle TC and eco times, Jasuni again with lower idle TC time, but that's by virtue of having fewer. Ultimately across the game, he had fewer TCs than Nope did, but Nope had a much lower idle eco percentage, 2.1% compared to 6.5% for Jasuni, and that's again because he was under so much pressure his units couldn't work. Jasuni says, I got the better start by far. Yes. Floated too much gold in Castle Age, and had 3 TCs to his 4, which meant my eco fell behind and delayed both off far too long. And lose to a Civ that I thought would be... a poor choice on Yukon Gold Rush. Oh, you're talking about that one, that game that you played on Yukon. I was about to say, I don't think any of this, because the maps were decided before you ever picked Civs, but, well. Alright, let's take a look at the stats here real quick. Most created units, 47 Condottieros for Jasuni and 55 champions for NOPE. Military score again, NOPE dominant. Eco, dominant. Technology, a fair bit higher. They were actually equal on castles. But if we take a look in, 3-to-1 kill-death ratio. And raised to destruction, so NOPE destroyed 37 buildings and didn't lose a single one. Jasuni, 5 conversions, and here are your army highs, 33 to 68. Eco. Yeah, so it was pretty neck and neck through the early game and even into feudal, and then you were a little bit ahead, then you went a little behind, then you went a little ahead again, and then fell behind in the late castle, and it was actually keeping relatively close pace there for a while, and then just that final push from NOPE caused him to basically taper off. Overall resources collected, pretty close on wood, but Jasuni collected far less food, and he said that in the chat earlier. You did mention you were struggling with food. Bowsaw. You did get heavy plow and crop rotation though, but maybe you were just were you running out of your ability to keep your farms going? Like, did you have farms going idle frequently just because you didn't have the wood to sustain? I wasn't watching that. I was more focused on the combat. That would have been a good thing to look at. But it's a good point to bring up if that is the case. Because I don't think you had your problem wasn't access to wood, because you collected almost as much wood as NOPE did. I was buying food to maintain Vil production. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, and we could tell you definitely were struggling with food. Substantially more for NOPE. Gold was relatively close, and stone was also relatively close. And relic gold, 3 relics, he got almost 1,000. And ultimately, at the end there, NOPE got all but 1 of the relics. Needed more Vils gathering food. Yeah, it's tough just because you had no protection on the ice. And that's the other thing on this map. This lake it's pretty sizable, so you can go out here right into the middle of the lake and drop a mill and collect fish, but you have very little protection. I mean, even if you were to build a castle on both sides, I don't think you would get, I mean, unless you had all of the upgrades in the late Imperial and maxed out the range of your castle arrow fire and everything, I don't think you generally would get protection of the middle of the lake. So, it is tough to get out here on the ice and be able to sustain, like your fishing eco, when your opponent has the ability to run units rampant across the ice and attack your villagers. So it's really tough to play. Anyway, going back in here, technology-wise and time-wise, yeah, close 20 seconds up for Jasuni ahead of NOPE for feudal, 1 minute ahead for NOPE into castle, and 45 seconds difference in Imperial. So these two players were actually going up relatively close, and that's impressive. Exploration 98% to 85% there, and technologies research, NOPE got way more as he kind of pushed there at the end. But for most of the game, Yeah, for most of the game they were pretty close on par there. With technologies being researched. Society, 2 castles for both players. Villager max, pretty close. Of course, no fishing ships, no docks, because it's winter. So, yeah, there you have it, folks. Okay, that is going to do it for me. I feel like I am starting to lose my voice. I'm doing my best, but these were 2 quite long sets. I wasn't even sure that I was going to do 2, but I decided on it. Glad I did. We're largely caught up. I think all of the sets, other than the 2 that were posted today, have been cast. So, I know I've been at it the last several days, and Tech has too, and Hyder got a good start. I know he has some stuff going on right now, so he did say it would be a little bit of time before he was going to be able to get back to casting. But we look forward to having him come back too. But yeah, really enjoyed these sets today from all 4 players featured. I wish all 4 of them the best going forward in the league. And thank you all for tuning in, and I'm going to get ready to cut. And until next time, folks, take care, stay safe, we'll see ya.
Yeah.